Nahida! Nahida! Paimon didn't think we'd run into you here!
Oh, hey there! It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you... Seems like you've been enjoying yourself.
How about you? What are you up to?
I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh... I noticed that I almost feel like there's still something extremely important in...
Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember.
Thank you so much. Since you're willing to help, I have something I'd like...
It's beautiful!
I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana, but I have no recollection of it whatsoever. It's filled with pure elemental power that is quite similar to mine, but yet it's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory. But
Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happen to be going on an adventure right now. If we find anything, we'll be sure to let you know.
Thanks, you two.
Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Hey, get out! You shouldn't be... I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Fungi don't usually come near this place. Last warning! Get out before I kick you...
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please, don't worry. Seems that it wants us to follow it.
You can understand it?
Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, I can feel its anxiety and fear. It's
Well, fungi are kinda cute, but... That's true. Okay, let's go take a look.
All right, lead the way, little fungus.
Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see.
It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting.
That's not too different from how humans think sometimes.
That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus.
Seems like they might be family. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida...
Probably. Although fungi are simple, maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness.
What is it, Nahida?
Strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form.
Huh? An element?
Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of use, as for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly.
So this is a first even for
But that's not all. The void is stopping the element.
So do you think it'll wake up?
Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. My power was compatible. Looks like...
Lord of Dendro? Is it really the Lord of Dendro? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as the stranger and creature next to you.
Ah! It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound like that. Seems I'm just as shocked.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature. Paimon's just... Paimon!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance. I will only—
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to talk?
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, breathing, and other functions that are more important than speaking. So a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature— Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for creatures to have—
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems like
You're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure it might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strange voice. Me, 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 me. It says that it's very thankful for your—
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat. However, even if I were— What are you?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time, possibly longer than any records in— My home was filled with until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power We were victims of the apocalypse.
the apocalypse?
I'm not sure what it means either. It sounds like some kind of old fable.
It's a long and complicated story. It will take—
Don't worry, we'll listen.
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and we came in contact with many species. We later found out that humans know the power of the—
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge?
It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. That may sound a little odd, as it is very important to both me and—
Yes,
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse. A part of my knowledge and memory was—
I get it now. So the void of— I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to apologize. And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world—
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more, and your homeland should be—
My home should be safe now. We can go home. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to say—
It's not your fault. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden knowledge. You mentioned that there were other survivors besides yourself. Where are they? Maybe they'll—
The apocalypse put us through immense pain.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city—
Oh yeah, they'll give us a hand.
Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so let's wait.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. The moment I saw you when I awoke— You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry. There are also some blurry segments in my memory as well, but I'm very concerned about your homeland.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere? The more family members that can return home with me.
But didn't you say that you don't know where they are?
Yes, but I know their end. I will
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes, I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when the elemental power inside the crystal is complete—
What?
Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had.
Makes sense. Too bad it's unable.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a place that fits the. Agreed. I really want to send them.
Hey!
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry, Paimon can handle any road! Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
No escape! You are not welcome here.
I see everything.
Pain. Was this one?
Amazing. With such skills.
Hey!
No, we didn't. The appearance after communicating with thus.
It's hard to believe that's even
The most important your hand is shaped like that. The reason why fungi absorb. We are dendro life.
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to?
Not as freely, although this is common sense. You cannot make a
I see. Here.
You're so smart, Nahida!
growth. I see. A most beautiful word.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh no, Paimon was just curious. Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We could...
I think we no matter whether...
Child?
Yes,
Why can't your kid...
because it's just a fungus. I don't want my... However, it is slightly different from an ordinary fungus.
Oh, then it must be a real, like Bongo Head.
You have an odd taste.
Huh? Paimon thinks that's...
Strange and cute at the same time. It's a name
That's what...
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Seems like... Yes, I must remember it before I return. Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's the Withering.
Yes, I have heard humans also call it that before. It's the last form we take.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and...
Yes, I would have also...
So, previous research has but even if they've been torn, but what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like they grew they grew everywhere. But it's all right. Our life essence after an adventure.
But that would...
It's okay. It's not right. Now that we finally...
I understand. Just leave it. So you're worried about me. It's fine. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing...
Then let's do this. We've dealt with the...
I see everything.
Stabilize!
There is no escape! Gotcha!
I will have order!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Gather!
There is no escape! Things are about to get set.
Everyone hold hands! Make yourselves at home! Yeah! Yeah!
As I expected. So it wasn't able to...
I hope that you will be...
Just thinking about how many
It's okay. As long as an external form is but a gift of time.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able... But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for this...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a what?
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Thank you so much. So, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave them.
It must be in a similar situation as I was.
Okay, follow me. We're close now. It's just a little further.
But there are so many fungi here. Yeah, they won't be happy to see it.
No fighting. Although we belong to different species, we've spent... They can be reasonable.
What should we do? You're the only one who can make it, but you'll need Nahida's power if you want...
I've got an idea. Can you teach...
You want to transform into a fungus? But we...
Nahida is a god! Changing into a fungus...
Even gods can't bend the laws of time.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the safety of you and its family...
All right. You have great elemental power. You will have to use power equal to that which is required to... I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have. It should make your...
All right, I'm ready. Changing...
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about.
As am I. I'm not joking at all.
All right! Let's not get hung up here. If it's really...
Okay.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form isn't much. The unconscious fungus is just below here. Can you all help me determine which one it is?
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using elemental sight since they're out then. All you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind. As long as I'm able to see you, then I'll be able to hear.
Okay, got it.
Let me lure away the fungi up top and make way for you.
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go, Traveler.
There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so I'd better go around it. It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. I should hurry. This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up. So this is the one. Understood.
Nahida, what's wrong?
I never knew so tiring to change. I even use the techniques that it taught me. Seems like it's one.
The power of time accumulates slowly and goes unnoticed. A great thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
Who are you? I apologize. Language is not easy.
It's okay, I have good news.
Apocalypse ended? Go home?
Yes, unfortunately I forgot.
I remember. Really? That's great! Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed such emotions before.
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean...
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around for longer and has accumulated, but I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very big. Mountains. Water. Trees. Us.
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. The Dendro Dragon nurtured the early... It once told us in a majestic voice that once we finally matured, however, that day never came. Our homeland was the great...
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smarter than Paimon.
Wait, then if that's the case, doesn't that imply that Apep has also been contaminated?
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord of Dendro?
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden knowledge, which means that if all the forbidden knowledge...
Then a big void will also form inside...
I'm afraid so. No wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But how did it get contaminated? Was it due to the destruction? But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone ever since that. Yes! How could... If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the elemental power inside it will no longer be able to maintain Dendro elemental power of that concentration. Giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will no longer...
Hey, what about the crystal? What...
Yes, I'm sorry. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. Like some... I'm sorry, our memories aren't very...
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before and see if they can locate... I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again. Though I know waiting can feel unbearable at a time like...
Thank you. Family bringing fruit.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it...
Go home, thief. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. I worry. If waiting, then I hope...
Don't worry. I understand what you are trying to say. Family is very important to us, no matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory, and can you do one last thing?
Of course. I can relate. I need to organize my thoughts as...
Thank you. That tend... So I don't like...
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to...
Soy! There! First! I understood that! No need to translate. We'll take... Leave preparation.
Fantastic!
That should be all of them.
Yeah, I've calmed down now.
But can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know.
Well, the history of dragons starts. Sumeru was Apep's territory. In those days,
Oh, so there was no desert back then?
not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep changed color from the emerald green of the forest.
No wonder those two elemental life forms are always top.
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has however, powerless against the conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until about. As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. Maybe this is what. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definitely our top priority right now. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key that links the two maps.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. Family.
You really like them, don't you?
Family. Like. Do you not like your family?
That's not what Paimon meant.
Does that matter? Family likes me. I like family. What it's trying. You place importance. These are all things.
Oh, Paimon gets it now? Well, it wouldn't matter. Paimon...
Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be. It appears we are out of leads to follow. It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think. Maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection, and if that's the case.
Lord of Dendro.
I do.
The prophecy is a story that the rest of the family did not approve.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's...
That's not very likely. The power of Ermin's soul covers every. Did the prophecy say we're
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right?
What if it can be converted to a different. I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain it.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long... Wouldn't it already have become the Withering? Like,
There is a chance that it could avoid that end. Using the. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It has the ability to purify and stabilize. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form. Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that rise to the water surface.
another strange metaphor.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here.
Take it easy.
It's over there!
Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right?
Yep, we know what to do. We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion.
There's no escape!
The Temple of Wisdom!
Oh, we finally managed.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light!
Wait, something dark is. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was pure?
Maybe it's because such a long... Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable, it might have lost its mind after being...
Oh no! But we still have tons of.
I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance.
Traveler!
It's okay. I trust your judgment.
Oh yeah! You said that the elemental power.
You want to use its power, but
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. It's risky to use its power without full...
Don't understand! This no good, that no good.
Yes, I understand. But this is our own...
it's okay. There's no need to argue. How about this? Traveler, you could try using... I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden knowledge.
Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon.
Lord of Dendro, and you others. How long?
Yay! Look!
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the...
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose... You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories will be... Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember or... However, you are definitely someone who stays true.
You and I...
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to... Only the giants is the moment, but enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get...
I understand. Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. The Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the... However, if you are able to reactivate its... And as a result...
Oh, so the heart of...
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus.
What? You used the fire... That's... never mind. The fire seed contains a high concentration of element. It is not stable in its current form.
Since I am its creator, I will take responsibility for it.
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro Dragon, in other words, you'll be able to find the But you should hurry. There is little time.
What about you?
Forget about me.
Everyone is returning home.
As I told you, I've already lost my chance to be saved by the Lord of Dendro. I thank you for coming. Our past has been saved. And it's enough for me. Just knowing that...
Hey! Wait! It turned into...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can... Please. Of all of us, it deserves...
This is a small ball of light that it left...
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true, and it's very happy.
Because its external form doesn't...
Yes, because our external form does not matter.
Let's go!
Home. It's not much further. Follow me. We're
Take it easy.
I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way. Hey, look! Something's over there!
We found it. A pep, the Dendro Dragon.
Paimon knew it would be big, but not that big!
Puny god, puny human, leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the desert.
A pep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Boor. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you fall.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred?
Let go? Foolish Boor. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you heal me. You will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and the Seven Nations.
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind... I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What?
The truth. I have paid dearly for the truth, and you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave! Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never seen that before!
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too?
External form not important. The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. They've gradually taken this form in order to survive.
Is there any way to avoid fighting?
Hey! Can you guys talk?
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily free them. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to...
So this is the result of her...
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to... Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them.
Quietly now.
Stabilize!
Illusion shattered! Game's up. Time's over.
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength.
They want to go home. Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their years of torment is what turned them into... It seems only the fire seed, but it'll be risky if we use the fire seed.
Correct. We cannot use...
Everyone goes home. Not just... This is...
think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power, but as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it...
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn. Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing. I'm not doing this after all. That giant Dendro dragon is also your family.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro.
Yes! Yes!
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa! It's shining now!
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. To imagine such growth...
It's because you're carrying everyone...
Yes, fine.
This is the last part. Let's go.
Take it easy. Shine down!
Solidify! Stabilize!
Gotcha!
This cave is huge! Could this be where the Dendro Dragon lived? Yeah.
Our goal is not only to find the dragon. That will be impossible if we can't...
But how?
I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and that we have a very different understanding. However, we are both born of elemental power, and both suffered the torment. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not...
Wonder if the Dendro...
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. I'm here to save both you and your people. My people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn, and now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so vengeful? Please keep everyone safe and send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the Traveler?
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's...
Well, then
Yep, let's go.
Paimon knows that. It's just that... Let's hurry. She might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the damage it suffered internally will also...
Then let's hurry and light it!
Alright, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed!
It shattered! It was even more unstable than I expected.
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed... But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way of... And even if that's the case, there's no reason...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire, which would be when we had first saved the...
Oh no. Wait, let's put that as... If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't that mean we came up... Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida?
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental... So, all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding...
You're gonna become...
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be in... I might, however...
What happens if you...
I'll become a blade of grass, or a twig. Basically, I'll return... I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your...
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the danger...
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you turn into a twig?
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is all over. I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just...
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, she definitely wouldn't... If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility...
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of... Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again.
No. The fire seed shattered, and she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
To imagine such growth could be achieved
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Thank you for protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Stabilize! Order guide you!
I see everything! The Temple of Wisdom!
Gotcha!
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and released. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my... They will be born once again now that they're one. There's nothing...
But that's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else. Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long...
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still... Be that as it may, my position still stands. And I will have nothing. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Yeesh! Who can put up with you?
I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not repeat our mistakes. Before you begin resting, there is one last thing I would like to know. How did you become affected by forbidden...
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world, and led us in a fight against the...
Dragon?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tide. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even Sumeru itself...
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because of Amun Al-Ahmar.
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this power with the help of Nabu Malikata. His ambitions continued to grow. Although I didn't think much of him, I allowed his act. The condition was that after his death, all the knowledge at that time, I still harbored deep regrets. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones. But for me, the scales and will of the... I will follow it until...
You really are...
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed. However, what I gained was no benefit. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. But even then, I still believe.
So that's how the
I admit that I fell for his trap. Tiny Boer, and the rest of you, continue for... How far will a life so dear and precious to...
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out! Still in one piece.
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before it is fully... It's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the dragon of its illness...
Nobody's in a good mood when they're feeling... Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born again, that each opportunity for growth is perhaps the immense power we released was the point.
Can you really call a place with no family?
Family. Rat, those two fungi might be waiting for it to...
Oh, yeah. Let's hurry and go take a look! They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But don't be sad. It did it to protect you. It said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Oh. This is wonderful. So it has left trace they will definitely meet again. Someday.